What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sim Flying with D at D Sims Corner on Facebook and YouTube. And today we're in the Milviz Cessna 310R. It's going to be my first time flying this bad boy, and you're going to witness how good or how bad I fly this thing. Now, it kind of reminds me of the Chancellor, but to me, this frame's a little shorter. Of course, I want to say the Chancellor and the 310 are about... Well, actually, I think that the 310 production life is a little older, and I don't know if it's shorter. I think the last one was probably in 70, 78. I could be wrong with all the... I'm just trying to remember off of the information reading about the plane. And, you know, of course, I've watched several YouTube videos before I got into it just to get a feel of... get an idea of how this thing flies. It starts up pretty much the same as a Chancellor 414. But I did notice that it's a little more sluggish. Of course, you know, the 414's turbo. This one's naturally aspirated, so we're gonna jump in, man. We're in dreary, very dreary Santa Barbara, and we're gonna head down to Burbank, Cali. We got some cloud cover, but once we get up to about 3,000, 4,000 feet, we'll be above it. Low lean cloud. So we're going to lock everything up and get ready to go. The FB on this is pretty cool. You know, there's plenty of reviews out there that explains, you know, how really cool this plane is. So I won't get into it. We're just here to fly, man. So we're gonna head down to Burbank. It's about a half-hour flight. I'm gonna fly up to about 5,000 feet. You know what I'm saying? It's about 60 miles to the south. So we're just gonna fly down along the coast. Make sure everything's off here. I think we're ready to... oh, well, let me make sure my my prop and mixture levers are good. We're gonna crack open the throttle, and then we'll get her started, man. It's pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? You prime, fuel pumps on low, and hit the magnetos for each engine, and just hit the button, man. That's it. Real easy plane to get started, man. So yes, I was watching a lot of videos on this plane, and did notice that when you land, you know, this plane, you need to keep the throttle up because the nose of this plane drops like a rock. So you gotta have some power coming into the landing. It's not like you know, with most planes you cut the throttle right when the wheels touch. Not with this one, man. You want to make sure that you're firmly on the runway before you pull back on the power, is what I gather. We're gonna see once I land at the end how bad it is. And of course, you can use your choice of navigational suites. You can use the Asobo, Garmin, the 5. You could use the... I'm using the PMS 50. You can also use the TDS Garmin. Or you could just use your regular old school radio suite, you know? Go real old school with it. But I like to have some kind of modern equipment in my plane, no matter how old it is. I gotta admit, man, Milviz did a phenomenal job on this plane. It looks fantastic. It feels great. And don't mind me, man. If I'm not doing something right, you know, I'm rusty, man. I'm trying to get a handle of things. I'm trying to follow the the checklist here. Just gonna throw in a quick flight plan, even though most of the flight I'll be doing in manual. Well, at least half of it. And then we'll throw it on autopilot for some of it. But anyways, man, let's get on it, man. Let's start taxiing. Taxiing in this plane is pretty nice. It's pretty responsive. Although my rudders suck. I can't wait to get better rudder pedals. I got these Logitechs. I mean, they've served their purpose, but I want more accurate rudders. So for now, it is what it is. So let's head over to runway. We're gonna be taking off from runway 7. And we'll be on our way. We'll see how this takeoff goes. All right, man. So making our way to the runway, and as you can see, we got two Boeing executives here who are going to go discuss some new Air Force plane projects. So we got to get them over to Burbank. Oh man, the sim. I love the sim life. But the livery's dope, man. This Air Force livery's dope. I found it on flight.to. Man, you can't see nothing outside. That's some thick, dense fog, mist, or whatever it is. Alright, man, so we're gonna line up on this runway and get out of here. So usually you rotate at about 80 knots, 80 to 83 knots, and the plane usually lifts at about 90 and above. And I noticed that the climb rate's like at 105, between 105 and 110. I usually pull back on the throttle and RPMs once we're cleared of the runway. Really cool looking plane, man. I really dig it. Alright, man, so let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's make this happen. Alright, man, not a bad takeoff at all, man. That was smooth. Can't see where I'm going. Following the runway. Now I'm just going to make a turn right here. There you go. Head towards the coast. Like I said, once we get up past about 3,000, I think the ceiling was about 3,000, 3,500. So at about 3,500, we should start seeing some blue skies. At least we're not bouncing around too much. Not a lot of chop. There you go, as promised, blue skies, man, we up above it. And things should clear up once we get closer to Burbank. Shouldn't be too bad, so. I gotta say that the weather's improved in System Update 10, which last night they just announced during the developmental update that they're pushing back the release for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks, which would make the release of System Update 10 third week or close to third week of September. So listen, I'm okay with it. I finally got the beta to work. So I'm actually able to fly, no stutters, no crazy bugs happening, so it kind of smoothed itself out. Alright, so like I said, it's a short trip. Right now I'm flying manually, which is why I'm a little off course, but we'll get it all situated. And we'll make our way towards the Burbank. Alright, man, so we're making our descent and approach here, and the runway is directly in front of us. You can see that faint white line in front. That's the runway. And I just realized I'm gonna have to raise my LOD a little bit because you can see the terrain is kind of like buffering as we go, and I think that's just a setting that I have to adjust. Things are just appearing as we move forward. Kind of reminds me of like how ATS does it. Anyways, man, there's a runway in front of us, and again, like I was saying, you know, when you're making your approach with this plane, major thing you have to look for is your speed, keeping it at about 100 to about 90 knots coming in, and remembering not to pull back on the power until you are firmly on, you know, you got your two wheels firmly on the ground, because this plane, if you're not giving it enough power, it'll stall on you and drop like a rock. So this is from videos that I gathered. We'll see if I was able to pay attention and not totally destroy this plane, because you are witnessing my very first time landing this bad boy. I have taken it up when I first bought it, but again, I was having issues with System Update 10, so it kept crashing. So I've never done a full flight. This is my actual first full flight with this thing. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's the runway in front of us right there, you see? See the lights flashing at us? Alright, man, so let's see how we do. I'm getting a little nervous here. Let's see how we land this bird. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh! Alright. A little rough, but we got it down, man. I think I should have put a little more power to it to glide a little more, but listen, we got it down. It wasn't that rough. It was rough, but not that rough. Alright, man, I dig it, man. I really like this plane, man. I really like it. Let's see another view. Let's see from the outside in. Here we go. Coming in hot. Oh, a little short of the touchdown zone, but whatever. We got it in. For some reason, when I come in on small planes, I always land to the left of the of the center line. Anyways, man, let's head over to Hangar 25, where we're gonna park this bad boy, and we'll call this one a success, man. My very first landing of the 310 310R, and it was a success for the, you know, I didn't crash it, I didn't destroy it. I do have to check the landing gear, make sure everything's cool. But anyways, we're gonna head over to Hangar 25, and appreciate everybody that watches the videos, hits like, comments, subscribe if you dig the channel, if it's your first time watching. You know what I'm saying? I just do this just to record my journey in flight simming, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate it. Anyways, man, there you go. The Milviz 310R. I give it 2 thumbs up. Great plane. If you haven't gotten it, get it. Definitely should be in your hangar. Milviz did it again. So till the next video, man. Peace.